Ukrainian universities are changing the practice of teaching English. It became possible thanks to the cooperation of the Ministry of Education and Science of Ukraine with the British Council. The project will significantly improve the quality of education in universities.
It will give students academic mobility, but also very importantly, it improves the English language skills of staff. And of course for academic development, of course, so an extremely important project for the country.
The educational project started in 2014, promoting learning English in universities and attracting the interest of foreign students to come to study in Ukraine are set as the main goals of international cooperation.
I want to believe that every university in our country understands the crucial role of English in the teaching and learning and research process in higher education. Benefits of having subject in English are obvious. You can easily attract more talented students, both Ukrainian and foreign. I want to mention that we have around 75,000 foreign students in the country. This number grows, also thanks to the growing share of English taught programs.
In February 2019 in Kyiv, the British Council held an interactive event for rectors and management of higher learning institutions of Ukraine, where the results of the project English for Universities was presented. Overall, 32 Ukrainian universities participated in the project.
Many international projects of this kind, and I can compare, and there's no doubt that this has been one of the most successful I've worked on. And in terms of factors which have made it so successful, and it's given people time to create a community and develop momentum, another important factor has been the quality of the training has been very, very high. And I think a third important factor is you've had the same group of people, particularly heads of departments, in foreign language departments, working together closely over a period of time. I think another important factor has been institutional support for the project. So when we put all of those together, it helps us understand why the project has had such a positive impact.
About 3,000 high school teachers participated in training courses for 5 years. It was very useful and informative, experts say. Having mastered the new techniques, teachers returned to their universities and began putting into practice new innovative approaches to studies. Our specialists were trained in the framework of this project. Some of them have already been taught in English. Some have just started teaching projects in English. In particular, many disciplines and projects are taught in English that are directly related to the sphere of information technology. The project was introduced on the basis of a flexible and integrated approach to teaching English, taking into account the needs of each university. The three main groups were involved in the program. These are teachers of professional English, teachers of special disciplines who teach in English, and students for whom knowledge of English is a part of the course requirements or a separate task of the university. In fact, Ukrainian educational scientific schools occupy a worthy place in European world science and the educational sphere. But such a historical flaw, which we have encountered in recent years, is that, unfortunately, the majority of students and teachers are not able to communicate in English fluently. Therefore, I believe that this project, founded by the Ministry of Education and Science of Ukraine, with the support and participation of the British Council in Ukraine, is a major innovation and a very important initiative. The training of teachers of a new formation and agents of the introduction of standards of English language proficiency in universities is the key task of the reform of higher education in Ukraine. At first, the British Council consultants developed recommendations for improving the quality of teaching English for Ukrainian teachers. We worked with representatives of the British Council, who conducted training. There were 15 of us from Ukraine. It was created in order to implement the project English for Universities and hold training sessions for representatives and teachers of universities from all regions of Ukraine. We organized professional development schools that were created in different cities of Ukraine. Universities were selected for a particular project by location in order to cover the entire territory of Ukraine. Today, in a globalized world, English is the language of scientific and educational communication. It is necessary to adhere to the European recommendations on language education. Thanks to innovations, Ukrainian students will be able to participate actively in activities at the international level.
В практичному плані це дуже важливо, бо ми зараз
This is very important because we're now starting several master programs that will be taught, of course in Ukrainian, for those who want to get a good grasp of them. But it is very important that they will be taught also in English. In the curriculum are master programs in biology, physics, political science, and international relations. We have recently introduced a new specialization called pharmacy. This is a totally new specialization for us.
як програму магістерську.
Однозначно, цей проєкт надав
Definitely, this project has provided more opportunities and greater chances for young people. This is definitely a positive step because young people are more transformative, they are more changeable, more adaptive, and more flexible. For this simple reason, people of the younger generation are actively involved in these innovative projects in our university.
до цих проєктів.
The British Council is actively helping Ukrainian education to introduce European language practices. Moreover, the new approach to teaching English will contribute to the effective reform of universities and will enhance the level of knowledge and capabilities of both teachers and students.